Wish you all a happy Ratha Jatra. You all have heard about the Mahaprasad at Jagannath Temple in Puri. But have you ever wondered why it is called Mahaprasad or the story behind it? So come, let's know more about it. One of the traditional and popular delicacies of Orissa is the Mahaprasad or Davada, the holy food served to Lord Jagannath as bhog. This is mostly available at the Ananda Bazaar near the Jagannath temple because no one is allowed into the temple kitchens. No outsider is allowed inside the temple kitchen except the 1,000 male cooks who make 56 different kinds of offerings called Chappan Bhog to serve to the gods 6 times a day. The list of dishes isn't just 56, it runs to the hundreds. There are over 50 types of sweet dishes alone, including several types of laddus, malpua, kheer, and rasagolla. There are boiled rice dishes, dals, vegetable curries, and several permutations and combinations of days. The famous 4 greatest Hindu pilgrim sites, Rameswaram, Puri, Dwarka, and Badrinath, collectively known as the Char Dham or the 4 residences of God. They were created by Sankara, an 8th century genius who grew up in Kaladi, Kerala. Sankara wanted to become an ascetic. His mother won't let him. One day, while bathing in the river, a crocodile caught hold of his leg and did not let go. Sankara told his worried mother to let him go and become a monk. Only then the crocodile would leave his leg. His mother should have questioned, why should the crocodile hold his leg without simply biting it off or killing the boy? But a mother in distress doesn't think. She said yes. The crocodile opened its jaws. Sankara walked away from the jaws of death, quite literally. Shankara travelled the length and breadth of India trying to rejuvenate and revive Hinduism. He established ashrams and pilgrimage sites all over India. Puri is one of them. Vishnu has a bath in the seaside temple of Rameswaram in South India. He comes up to Puri for a meal, goes onward to Badrinath, where he meditates for the welfare of humanity, and retires in Dwarka. Since he eats in Puri, this temple serves Mahabhog or the Lord's food to all devotees. That is why food is a big deal in this temple. It is literally the place where Lord Vishnu dines. The kitchens are vast, spread over an acre. The speciality of Mahaprasad preparation lies in its massive cooking by unique steaming process in earthen pots kept one above the other. There are 200 junior cooks who are not allowed to enter the kitchens, do the preparatory works. They grate hundreds of coconuts by chanting the name of the Lord. They chop a mountain of vegetables and wash the earthenware pots that are used. Inside, there are multiple rooms. 500 main cooks do the actual cooking here, along with 300 assistant cooks. There are 752 chullas or stoves, lit only with charcoal and wood, as it was done in the olden days, imparting a dense, smoky flavor to the food. These stoves, made with mud and brick, they are quite large, about 4 feet in diameter and equally deep. All the cooking is done on earthen pots, which are stacked on top of each other in groups of 9. Cooking the food is a kind of sequence. 9 is an often repeated number in rituals. There are Navagrahas or 9 planets, Navadhanyas or 9 grains, Navadurgas or 9 Durgas, and so on. The longest to cook, like rice, are stacked in the bottom pots, while lighter vegetables that cook easily are placed at the top. Only indigenous vegetables and fruits are used, which mean that the list of vegetables that cannot be used is long. No potatoes, tomatoes, green chilies, cabbage, cauliflower, or any other foreign vegetables. Coconut, ghee, rice, dal, and milk products, yogurt, homemade cheese are used in plenty. Molasses and date palm are used instead of sugar, black pepper instead of green chilies, rock salt instead of iodized refined salt. Spices such as cardamom, cinnamon, and saffron flavor the sweet dishes, while mustard seed, fennel, cumin, fenugreek seeds, ginger, asafoetida, turmeric, and tamarind are used for a savory dishes. Oil is used for deep frying certain dishes, mostly sweets. Most of the food is boiled or steamed in earthenware pots over long period of time with deep holes for the excess water. This is slow cooking at its best. Legend has it that the food carries no fragrance on the walk from kitchen to Garbhagriha. Once it is offered to the gods, the Mahabhog smells divine. In Puri, the food is first offered to Lord Jagannath, then to the goddess Bimala, his wife, before the devotees are served. Each cook and his family get a portion of the prasadam. This is their livelihood. They carry it to the Ananda Bazar or pleasure market and sell it to the 5,000 odd devotees who visit the temple daily. On festive days, of which there are many, this number swells to about 1 lakh people. The Puri Jagannath temple is the largest vegetarian Sattvic kitchen in the world, one that no outsider has ever entered. Hope you like the presentation. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.